The northeast monsoon, Pagasa actually calling it the hanging Amihan, continuing to linger across the Philippines as our latest cold surge sets up, still bringing some sea effect snowfall even to Japan. We're seeing another area of low pressure develop here, and all of this rotating around our Westpac high back here towards the east, pushing that cooler air south, and it interacts with our tropical air down into the ITCZ, and that interaction has been lining up across parts of Visayas, northern Mindanao, and even times southern areas of Luzon. So this includes Siargao, Legazpi, Cebu, all seeing this increase in rainfall. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's break down what we are seeing out here today. And first, I do want to get to the official warning from local weather agency, of course, out here, Pagasa, where they do say, northern areas, exactly what I've been saying for a few days now, in fact. Numerous flooding events are likely in some of these areas around Siargao, eastern Samar, southern Leyte, northern Samar, as well as moderate rainfall there in parts of Mindoro, especially the eastern side, so Oriental Mindoro, Leyte, Surigao del Norte, Catanduanes as well, but I think the heaviest is going to be there into northeastern Visayas, southeastern Luzon. So let's get into this. First off, microwave imagery. So this is totally precipitable water vapor imagery, and on infrared I can show you to blue in the face kind of what the clouds look like, but I love this because it shows you kind of that relatively drier and colder air back towards the north, which is spilling in across Japan. You can see the leading edge of our cold surge and where our moisture lined up, and you see the shear line there. You actually see a remnants of the one before that there, remnants of the one before that there, and remnants of one before that there, and all this kind of interacting with the easterlies and building in down towards the southern Philippines. So even parts of Palau looking at that rainfall too. So let's go back to our Futurecast via the great graphics from Metro Weather's Weatherscape, and we go ahead through our Friday, heading into Saturday, still seeing the increase in rainfall down here towards the south. Look at eastern areas of Visayas, northeastern Mindanao, scattered showers. We're even going to see another area of low pressure kind of kick off another round of cool air spilling in. That could bring some increase in showers to northeastern Luzon. But more so, this interacts and kind of enhances the shear line even further down towards the south. Look at this. Actually, you can see this all the way down towards southern Mindanao. The key thing is you see where all of these arrows are pointing. They're smashing into the east coast of the Philippines here, even extending back towards our friends into northern Borneo. You're looking at rainfall, and also over towards parts of Vietnam and extending into Thailand. The east coast, you're looking at some scattered showers. So let's closer look here, and you can see, because the broader picture gives you an idea, but it doesn't say, hey, where is it going to rain? Is it going to rain near me? The closer look gives you a good idea of what I'm talking about over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday, where that heaviest of that rain is going to be along the eastern seaboards, with a generally hung Amihan continuing to dominate the forecast. So yeah, increase in showers for places like Cebu. Look at this, on and off rainfall Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rain every day here in the forecast. And it's not like full-on thunderstorms craziness. It's more of this kind of dreary, just same in Siargao. Last few days we've been seeing rainfall out there. Big shout out to our friends in Siargao. Hey, you know what? I by the way, I know a lot of you guys watch from Siargao. I've been asking for this, but no one's really kind of reached out. I'll say it again though. If anybody's got some good drone video over kind of some of the downtown areas or something like that, or some good scenic landscapes, because this is just a generic background, I would love to get some from you. I can't find any on like some royalty-free websites or anything like that. So, I mean, when I go there, hopefully sooner than later, I'll get some video myself. But if anybody has some good stuff, I'll even give you a nice little thanks here in the bottom of the page. But yeah, showers. Look at Leyte, Samar. You see the heaviest kind of adding up there into eastern areas of Leyte. You can see 100 to 200 millimeters in northeastern Mindanao, and there's that even back towards Mindoro. You see kind of the showers set up there too, and all the way back towards Palawan. Still could be seeing an additional 50 millimeters. So there is still kind of these dreary, just messy conditions, and I don't think we have to worry about evacuating or anything like that, but you do want to make sure you do get those kind of local warnings in case there's some washout on roadways or rough surf or anything like that in your forecast. And also big fat waves continuing to dominate across the western Pacific. I mean, that's that time of year, but it really is this enhanced northeast monsoon. Somebody was asking, is it due to the La Nina? And I don't really Yeah, I guess it could be because the La Nina typically shifts everything further south, kind of enhances the easterlies. But I think it's more so a factor of just the cold air over Siberia. I mean, I'll get to the flyover in a second, but look at Seoul's -7. But places like Mongolia have been, in like Ulaanbaatar, have been -10 to -20. So where that cold air is coming from, it's spilling south, and it's really just the reason why our forecast has just been dominated by this northeast monsoon and that Amihan bringing in cooler air persistently, not just for 1 or 2 days, just persistently, because we continue to see that cold air. And you might say, oh, so much for global warming. Well, reality is, yeah, that enhances the dip in the jet streams, and I'm not saying that's the culprit, but you're kind of putting your own foot in your mouth if you just say that in the comment section. Davao at 32 degrees, Cagayan de Oro at 30. Still got that rainfall, as I mentioned, all along the eastern seaboards. Tacloban is at 28 with scattered showers, of course, as just mentioned. Cebu, Bacolod, Rojas, Legazpi, all looking at that rainfall, and even back towards Palawan here. 30 degrees for you. Let's loop back towards the north, though, and besides, of course, where the heavy rainfall, that shear line impacting out there. Manila at 29 degrees. Well, we float over to Subic, 31, and Iligan, back towards Cagayan. Temperatures into the mid-20s. It is relatively cooler because you are being dominated by this northeast monsoonal flow. So, yeah, that's the big factor in what is going on out here in the Western Pacific. Big shout out to our Patreon members, I say it in all of the updates. Especially Garmin, Colonel Sy, Jeff Davis, Jacqueline Smith, Guion, all donate well more than what they need to. But, you know, a lot of these Super Typhoon people have been here for over 2 years. Some have left. But I'm still going to keep their name on there because they're persistently donating about $10 a month for 2 years. It does add up, and it helps keeping these updates going. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I truly appreciate it. I wouldn't have had to stop this a long time ago if it wasn't for our Patreon members. So, yeah, thanks, guys. All right, let's go to tropical tidbits here, because in my last video, somebody said, why aren't you looking at the long-range forecast with the GFS, specifically 384 hours out? Because I don't trust models 384 hours out. That's why. But you can see here by the 3rd into the 4th, got an area of low pressure off of the East Coast. Looks like it's kind of getting hooked up with a cold surge. That wouldn't surprise me for this time of year. But let's go over to the SpaghettiOs, which you know I like using, and let's go out to that same time frame. And I don't really see a lot happening right in that area of the Philippine Sea as far as the ensembles kind of agreeing on something developing out there. So yeah, when we start getting a lot of these circles stacked on each other, maybe I might start leaning more on what that long-range GFS says. But for now, I'm not going to panic nor worry about it out here. I mean, if you pull back the picture, not really much convection off towards the east. You got some couple cyclones in the southern hemisphere, but back towards the northern hemisphere, there's not a lot to worry about here. We're continuing with the cold surge and enhanced northeast monsoon. People are asking about the hanging Amihan. Is this normal that it sticks around so long? And I say no, but also on the good news of things, that does continue to bring in shear, which reduces tropical threats. So good news with that. Shear line is literally what it says. It is a shear line, which means shear is a killer of tropical systems, right? So yeah, something to keep in mind. As always, though, thanks for watching, friends. I hope you stay safe out there, and I hope you're having a warm and dry day and a good day with your friends and family wherever you are. Have a fantastic day then.